Hello friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Jess and I'm so glad that you guys are joining me today because today I am going to be sharing with you two new planners that I got from a new planner brand. So for my new viewers and my returning viewers, thank you so much for your support, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. So for starters, I bought two new planners from Citrine Planner. You may have seen it because it's starting to pop up around social media, but I bought these at Office Depot, and I'm going to be using this for my work planner for 2026, and I'm also going to use one I'm kind of leaning towards social media. So the Citrine Planner is a weekly and monthly planner. It is discbound, and it's basically from the makers of the Happy Planner. So it is created by me and my big ideas, or MAMBI, but it's not part of the Happy Planner line. It is its own separate planner line. As of right now, these can only be purchased at Office Depot. They also have a black covered, it's like Midnight's. I wish mine had that available, or else I would have purchased it. But they also have an A5 size, which I think I would like to get to try. This is the classic size, so it's similar to a Happy Planner classic size. And then the A5 planner is similar to an A5 dot grid notebook size. So that kind of gives you an idea. Now, they also have some twin loop that are also customizable, and they're made in a way that you can be able to move around the pages similar to like what you can with the discbound. I'm so excited for this because to me, these are just like really professional, really grown up, adult looking planners. So I have the blush and I have this one. It's kind of like a dual tone. The discs are all solid, so they do not have the heart like the Happy Planner discs. The covers are vegan leather and they have a snap. These are like gorgeous, gorgeous covers. I love it. And okay, so one of my thoughts is to bedazzle it, and I can also cover up 2026 so I can use it in the future as well. So this is the blush. You see? So very gorgeous. Let's go ahead and flip through them. So I'm going to flip through this one just because I already have, and both of these are the exact same. So there's no difference in how they're set up. But you have just like a slide-on cardboard that tells you about it. It's a professional layout and includes Monday start calendars, 3 bonus months, and a sticker sheet. So the sticker sheet comes in the very front, and it just has some basic stickers. It has some headers, it has some half circle headers, some little flags, some little icon dots, and then some small boxes. So the Citrine Planner, I'm going to read this to you. Your balance blueprint. Citrine comes with a built-in framework that helps you set priorities in your personal and professional lives and create necessary boundaries so you get the most out of both. Because we believe that boundaries lead to balance, and balance leads to a fuller, more dimensional life. So we are going to go ahead and take this off because one of my favorite parts about these covers, not only the fact that they're vegan leather, they have pockets. So you have a big pocket and then you have a small pocket. I love that because there's usually going to be things that I can be able to stick in the pockets when it comes to work. And they do have an accessory pack, which I don't have, but the accessory pack does include a loop that goes around the planner to put like a pen loop in, or a pen loop to put a pen in. And I think that is like a fantastic idea. So this is the front of it. I will say that mine kind of got like a little messed up. And I'm probably going to blame that on the store. Let me check this one. Yeah, this one looks a lot better. So most likely that was just in production, which honestly is like not the end of the world to me. 2026 planner or 2026 calendar, 2027 calendar. Lots of space to be able to write. Gives you holidays and dates, and you can also be able to put in some of your own. So it has space for that. And then this is the monthly calendar. I love the simplicity of the monthly calendar. And the monthly calendar goes from Monday to Sunday, so similar to what your weekly. They don't have it Sunday to Saturday like a lot of planners do, but they have it Monday through Sunday. I really, really like that. And then you have space to write. You have the holidays. And then you have the next 2 months calendars. So then November, same thing. December, same thing. And that's like your three bonus months. Then we come to the annual goals. So this is where you can be able to write down 6 goals and put in quarterly milestones and action items. This will work really, really well for me when it comes to work because of the fact that I have goals that have to be met. And those goals are kind of broken down on like a quarterly basis. Then we have quarterly priorities and projects. So we have to-do list for priorities, and then we have 5 project items. We have a to-do list where it's urgent, to schedule, low priority, and then follow-ups. And then we go into the monthly. So the monthly, first of all, it doesn't have a divider, which I actually don't mind. When it comes to work, I really don't need a divider. But it has the monthly calendar, space to write, the holidays, and then February and March. And then you have a half sheet that has a tab for January and has a space for you to write in 3 goals and priorities, a to-do list, and then habit trackers. And then the back of it is notes. You have a notes page, and then it goes into the weekly, which you have 1 page for each week. You do not have a space to write down notes, which is perfectly fine for me. Well, you do actually, now that I'm looking at it. Okay, so on the left page, you do not have a space for notes. On the right, you will. The left page, you have the months that are coming up. And then on the right side, instead of a calendar, you have just a note section that goes Monday through Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I absolutely love this. And then you have 1 page of notes at the very end. And then it goes into February, and it's the exact same thing. And one thing that I really love is, this is like nice and thick too. The half sheet that comes for each new month, you can be able, like it's intended to be able to move that between each week. So you have it right there, and each week that you go to a new page, you just move it. So that way you always have your to-do list, you always have view of your goals and priorities, and you always have view of the habit trackers, which I think is really, really cool. So I'm going to put this back. So we have February, and February is set up exactly like January. The difference with February, since it does only just encompass 4 weeks, you have an extra page of notes. And then you have March. And March, you get 2 pages of notes as well. And then, okay. So with each quarter, the way that the tabs are set up allow you to basically break it down in quarter, which I love. So for the second quarter, you have your priorities and projects page, you have a to-do list, and then it goes into April. So then when we get to July, it should be the same thing. quarterly priorities and projects, to-do list. That is fantastic. I love this. I think this is gonna be really, really good for me for work. And I have been trying to kind of figure out like what kind of planner do I want to have for work. And I think this is going to be absolutely perfect. And then so we come to December. And at the end of December, you have a notes page. You have basically double-sided notes page. You have a year in review for your wins, your opportunities, and then planning for the year ahead. What are goals that you want to complete in the year ahead? What are key dates? And you also have a time zone map, which I think that this is super cool. This would have helped out at a previous job when I worked at a company that we had a lot of employees who were nationwide. So I was in California, but I was always having to remind myself, if we have an employee in South Dakota, are they Central or are they Mountain Time? Or if we have an employee who is in Indiana, are they Central or Eastern Time? So this would have been helpful for that. So this is really cool. Then it's also nice because you can see Hawaii and Alaska and see how far that they are as well. So I think that this is a gorgeous planner. It also has a pen loop. I'm a sucker for notebooks with pen loops. So my intention is going to be to use most likely this blush one for work. I'm going to use it alongside some other notebook paper. So I will show more in a separate video of how I'm going to be setting this up. And I'm actually going to go ahead and leave that on for that video. But I'm going to be using this blush one for work. And then I think I've decided that I'm going to be using this one for home, for social media. Because when I have been planning for social media, I've been using to-do lists. And I love the idea of being able to just have my list of like main videos that I want to record. I can be able to kind of break this down between like reels and photos, or kind of like I can be able to literally plan out my month in advance, have it all right here, and then just move the to-do list. And then I can also be able to get other half sheet as well, because I've got a ton of half sheet. I've got a ton of filler paper that I can be able to cut down, and I can just move it with me every single month. So this I'm really, really looking forward to. But yeah, so this is the first, this is like my first definite planner that is 100% confirmed for 2026. But this is, again, the Citrine Planner. You can find it at Office Depot. I would definitely recommend that if you're looking for like a more professional planner, maybe you need one for work, check this one out, because I think that this one is definitely going to be something that you will enjoy. So if you have any questions, drop them below. Thank you guys so much for joining me, but I hope you enjoyed this. Thumbs up, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the next video.